Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value, and I'm doing an update to the portfolio, the hypothetical portfolio. I started this January 8th, 2021, so it was this year. It's been roughly 6 months. The portfolio's total gain is 33.64%. We've had some losses recently, and I'm going to add to a couple positions here. I'll scroll down and let you know what they are. I am adding into REMX. It's the rare earth ETF. I added right here 7.8. That would be a spot that I'm adding into in my normal regular portfolio. I'm putting a couple of companies into free rides that I have some profits in. Discovery Silver, EXK, some of my silver and gold stuff. I'm still taking a little bit of money from there. Because I don't have enough money to make a substantial position in REMX, so I wanted to make it a more substantial position. So I'm loading up on REMX because I don't have any rare earth metals in my regular portfolio. In the hypothetical, I'm just adding into it. So I'm doing this switch here to get more exposure to rare earth metals because the chart looks really good, and I'll show you what that looks like here shortly. I added a little bit into Nova royalty. I continue to cost average in. It is still coming down. We are catching, quote, a falling knife a little bit, but we're getting more candlesticks on the bottom. Usually that means buyers are somewhere below there. So I do think copper is going to turn around. I do think Nova is going to turn around. So I'm adding in a little bit into this position. And I think those are the only two that I'm adding into. I'm going to go over some charts here just to show you guys what I'm seeing. And why I think they are pretty good pickups right now. So here's the charts, and this is what I was looking at. Here's REMX on a short-term perspective. We've got this nice pattern right here, breaking to the upside just now. It broke out. It's going sideways. I like to buy up above here. So what I'm doing in my normal portfolio and in the hypothetical, I'm adding some more money into REMX. I had bought it in here, down here a little while back, just like I did in the hypothetical portfolio. I'm doing this in my normal portfolio. But since this broke to the upside, I'm seeing some weakness in some of the silver and gold companies and some of my other portfolios. I'm looking for some weakness, and I was vastly underexposed to REMX, so I sold a couple of my base positions, letting the profits ride, and I'm juicing up my REMX holding because of this pattern and this pattern here, which is basically a large cup and handle pattern that's breaking to the upside right now. The price projection on this is quite substantial. It's this distance here, projected upward. It could be a double or more from this price right now. So I could see it easily going, you know what, let's put it up there. Let's get a good estimate and see where this thing's at. So if you put it to the bottom here and right to the top, and then you project it upward, I mean, on a logarithmic scale, this could go all the way back to almost its all-time highs, probably around $300. If this is a correct way of using the logarithmic, I mean, that you can use either the straight up or the logarithmic. I tend to think the logarithmic is more appropriate because it is still logarithmic down here. So, but that's a big price projection. It's a huge pattern. I wanted to really beef up my holdings in REMX. So that's what I did. And I put a good substantial position in REMX for this pattern setup. It looks very good to me. Here is Nova Royalty. Again, we don't have a pattern setup. I just like royalty companies and I like copper on a long-term perspective. I always wanted to buy more Nova. I got a good stake in it down here, and then I rode it all the way up and I didn't chase it. I've been waiting for the pullback, and I've added a teeny bit at $3, at 2 something. I'm adding in here where these wicks are all at the bottom here. I do think there's some buyers down here. It's not just blowing out. We've seen some down days. Yes, it comes down, but it seems like it gets bought back up. I think the buyers are somewhere in here, hopefully, but I'm adding a little bit in. Now, I haven't gone over some oil and gas in a little bit. So SWN, nice big bullish engulfing. Looks like the continuation move higher is still in play. So that looks good. SM Energy, nothing really to worry about yet. I mean, we've got kind of a large down day here, but they're all smaller down days. They're not big blowout pushes to the downside. So I think we're just kind of in this consolidation period. This whole period here has been more of a consolidation area than versus this thing. So I'm still holding on, not doing much there. CDEV looks pretty good. Almost bullish engulfing here, but it looks good. CPE's looking really good. Yeah, we've had some downward moves here, but still, everything's intact. We still have a nice, good uptrend. Crew Energy, nice, solid day today. Volume is kicking up a little bit. I mean, this is a substantial move. We're going to have a pullback at some point. This isn't just going to go up forever. Same with Birchcliff. It's a pretty dramatic move. But so far, so good. Tetra Technologies, again, nice kind of response here at the 50-day. It's looking pretty good. We've got two big massive up days here, and we've just been kind of rolling. And the small little down days all through here means that the buyers are in control. Transocean, same thing as TTI. Big up days, small down days all throughout. Looks great to me. And Neighbors, same thing. Big move higher, big volume, then the small little leak off of sellers. That's how stocks move higher in a strong uptrend. Tellurian, another nice bullish piercing going on today. That looks very nice to move higher. I'm just holding on to these. These are the ones that are really holding up my portfolio at the moment. Some of my gold and silvers getting hit. So these guys have been the stars. They're my sun, the sun in the portfolio. And then GTE looks really good. Grand Tierra Energy, nice big up move all through here. And then the small leak off of sellers. I don't see any problems here. I don't think it's going to go down much. So low downside risk. I think some good upside potential. So those are the changes that I did to my portfolio, just to let everybody know, to be pretty transparent. I've been riding these guys higher. I haven't sold anything in any of these companies. I did sell a little bit in some of my silver gold positions to beef up my position, and I was massively underweight in rare earth metals. I do think rare earth metals are worth investing. Looking at REMX and that chart gets me extremely bullish on it. So I swapped some money over into REMX and left some free rides to ride in a couple of my companies. And some of them aren't complete, quote, free rides. I did leave some base money back there, but I wanted to really beef up REMX because it looks like a very nice pattern to get behind. If you guys like this content, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.